Well, hello there. How is everybody doing? I hope the answer is fantastic. So good. It's okay if it's not. It's not always fantastic and so good. So listen, today I wanted to talk to you about, I want you to fill in the blank for me. Okay. I'm going to give you a sentence. It's just 2 words. And I want you to fill in the blank with the first word that comes to mind. Okay. So the sentence is, everything is. Do you need more context? I'll give you more context. Let me expand. Let me expand a little bit on that sentence, okay? Everything in the world right now is. Did you say a word that rhymes with duct? There's a lot of people that would say that right now, right? And you wouldn't be wrong, because it certainly feels that way, doesn't it? It feels like we are. Man, you look around and it feels like we are just ducked. See, I'm getting better about swearing. Not much. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying really hard to be better about swearing. I am a lifelong foul-mouthed girl, and it's a lot of work to not use those foul words. So bear with me as I use words like duct and heck. So listen, the world is crazy. Isn't it? It's the upside down world that we are living in right now. And it's very easy to say that when you look around, everything is just ducked. So ducked. You have, boys who are girls, unless they are cats or unicorns or something else. I'm a unicorn. You have teachers in our schools, public schools, teaching children different new ways to use pronouns, and that we're all white supremacists, and if you believe that cops are good, then you're wrong and you're bad. Our government is doing crazy. I mean, there's so many things, right? So many things that would make the word that rhymes with duct automatic in that sentence. But I'm going to tell you, there are other people in the world still right now that when they fill in the blank for everything is, they fill in the blank with everything is going to be all right. Gonna be all right. Just saying those words calms me. Just saying it, even if you don't believe it right away, doesn't just hearing that phrase, everything is going to be all right, doesn't it just take you down a notch just a little bit? I hope it does. I hope it does. And it does for me. And I'm going to tell you, about those crazy people that think everything's going to be okay, even though we're in the upside down world. Because I'm actually one of those people that believe that. I'm one of those people off in La La Land that thinks that everything's going to be all right, even though everything we see and hear tells us otherwise. And I'm going to tell you why I think that, why there are people like me who look around, see it all very clearly, and still say everything is going to be all right. And the reason why we say that is because we know one thing that you maybe don't know. It's just 4 words. 4 words. God is in control. Oh, did you know I was going there? Who knew I was going there? Go ahead, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Did you know I was going there? It's okay if you knew. It's okay. It's actually good that you knew, because if you knew I was going there with this, we're probably on the same page, right? God is in control, guys. I know if you look around, it doesn't feel like it or look like it or seem like it. God is in control. And yeah, I'm going to say that probably a dozen more times as I sit here and talk at you with I'm not pointing my finger at you. It's not a lecture. How do I know everything's going to be right? How do I know God is in control? I don't know. I mean, how do you know that oxygen, air is real, exists if you can't see it? Because you're breathing.
Just breathe normal, fellas.
That's how I know. No, there's more to it than that. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm more than freaked out by all of the things that are going on in the world that people are doing to each other, and all. It of course it bothers me. Of course it upsets me. It worries me, keeps me up at night. Sometimes I have to, I mean, I've talked about turning off my or shutting down my social media, not shutting it down, but just turning it off, basically not watching news. I've told you in the past, recent past, I allow 20 to 25 minutes of consumption, essentially, of news and media stuff that isn't work related, because I need to protect my mental health. I need to protect my peace, and you do too. We all should be protecting our peace. But all of those things, it was making me crazy. It was overwhelming me. It was upsetting me. It was scaring me, rightly so, because it's scary what's happening. Um, and then I heard those four words. I found my faith. I dug into my faith, which is oh God, it's such a beautiful, amazing, it is everything. And I dug into that, and lo and behold, I heard those words: God is in control. And boy, oh boy, did they just calm me right the heck down. And, and if you're a non believer, it's fine. You can roll your eyes, which you probably did already. Scoff if you must. I have been there and done that. I have been you. Have I? Hang on, let me think about that. I've always believed. My heart has always believed. I don't know if my mind has always believed. My mind had to catch up with my heart. It's basically what it comes down to. And that's kind of like the gist of this topic. I'm trying to make it a 10-minute topic, and I don't know if I'm going to make it. We're at 8 minutes already. I don't know. I don't know, guys. It's going to be over 10 minutes, I think. But yes, my heart needed, or my brain needed to catch up to my heart. My heart already believed. And once I, fully opened my heart, my brain did start to follow, and it has followed. And here I am trying to get you to do the same. And really for your own sake, because you're going to go crazy. You really are. You're not protecting your peace if you're so consumed and overwhelmed by all of this. And I know it is so hard to turn your head away from the visible, the tangible, and to turn your eyes upward and have that faith. I know it's hard. I know it doesn't seem conceivable for some people or many people. What I can tell you about putting your faith in God having control, God being in control. What I can tell you about that is that you're not curling up into a ball. You're not sticking your head in the sand. You're not sitting back passively letting everything unfold. I mean, you are in a small sense. But what it does mean, to me, I mean, this is just my opinion. Somebody's going to disagree with me. Of course they are. It's what we do. We disagree with each other on stuff, and it's okay. And then it's okay if you disagree with me in the comments. I actually am greatly appreciative when you guys engage. It makes me feel like I'm not sitting here staring at a little circle talking to myself all the time. So please do engage. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you disagree. Tell me if you think I got something a little bit wrong. That's fine. I'm learning, growing, evolving, all of the great, glorious things that you do in this journey called life. But to me, when I think about that God is in control, I am relinquishing the fear. I am relinquishing the worry, because I know He is going to make the right things happen, all in His time. That's the other thing, right? God's timing is always perfect. And if we need to be going through what we're going through right now in this world, we may not know the reason, but God does. And that is actually good enough for me. It may be hard for you to sit there and say, that's good enough for me. For me, I don't struggle with that. I honestly do not struggle with that. I'm not saying I'll never struggle with it. Things may happen in my life that will make me question and doubt. And I hope that my faith remain strong enough, to weather those things. But I'm humble enough to know that I don't know, right? We have to be. That's what I hope, and that's what I believe, and that's what I aim for. But what knowing God is in control can and should do for you, I think, is it puts a shield in front of you and an armor around you of God. And it makes you part of that. I'm always hitting this thing. I'm constantly, I should probably that's the problem. I talk with my hands. I hit my elbow all the time. Sorry. Just ignore those sounds. I want to read to you something. Okay. The most repeated advice in the Bible is to not be afraid. I'm going to read you just a handful of ones that I pulled up. I don't know if this is accurate or not, but I have read that there are 365 instances where we are told through scripture to not be afraid in one way or another. Fear not, be not afraid, all of those things. So I'm going to read you a few of them. And I read these to myself whenever I need to, whenever I feel like I need that extra shield. Okay, so here you go. Matthew 14:27. Jesus spoke to them, saying, be of good cheer. It is I. Be not afraid. Matthew 17. And Jesus came and touched them and said, arise. And be not afraid. Sorry, I don't have these glasses on my head, so I can't really see. Yeah, I know I should put them on. Don't you worry about that. Mark 6. Be of good courage. It is I. Be not afraid. Matthew 10. Therefore, fear not. You are more value than the sparrows. Mark 5. Fear not, only believe. And then Genesis 26. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. And those are just a few of the examples. But they fill my heart and they make me feel strong. They just do. And maybe they'll make you feel that way. So go look them up and write them down and look at them. Put them on a sticky note if you need to. Put them on a sticky note and stick them on your mirror, in your bathroom mirror. And then you look at them in the morning. I'm a big affirmations girl, so I love all of that kind of stuff. So I use, Bible verses and Psalms and Proverbs and all those things to keep me strong and faith-filled and light and all of those things. So listen, all I can tell you, are we making it 10 minutes? No, we're not making it 10 minutes. Sorry, it's 15 minutes. We're going to make it. If you're struggling, if you're afraid, if you're worried, if you need guidance and protection geez, if you need any of those things, they are available in abundance, abounding. It is there. You know where you have to turn. You know what you need to do. And, I don't know. I invite you to go join me over in La La Land. It is a great place. And we say La La Land sarcastically. We know it's not La La Land, but saying that for the non-believers who don't like the whole God thing, Jesus thing. They got a problem with it, makes them uncomfortable. That's okay. It used to make me uncomfortable too. But yeah, I'm just giving you a suggestion. If you are struggling with everything that's going on, if your heart is heavy and you are overwhelmed, what harm is it going to do you? What harm is it going to do you to give it a try? Just start by saying out loud to yourself, whatever, God is in control. Everything is going to be all right. What's that saying? Fake it till you make it. It's kind of that idea a little bit, right? If you don't believe it, say it till you believe it. And yeah, maybe that'll help you. See you guys the next time. Bye. Hey, family, if you're looking for the perfect gift for the reader in your life, why not check out one of my books? They're all available on Amazon and most major online book retailers, as well as elsacurrent.com.